This year's had a different rhythm. We're used to that crescendo as we bring students back on board and into the new year. But on the back of that this year, we had all the work that went into hosting the most successful THETA conference ever here on the Gold Coast. Bruce and the very able team of in-staff that supported him should feel immensely proud about that event. This against a backdrop of some uncertainty as the government talked about legislative change and that came and went in terms of being put forward for agreement. We're still left uncertain there. And the university firmly committed to step change, though the shape of that change has been slow to be formed. Frustrating for some of us that just want to get on with it, but a great opportunity as well. So despite all of this, we've done amazing work, as is so often the case. Though there has been that sense of peaks and troughs, that sense of some things moving quite quickly and others on a much slower train, which is interesting. I think probably the days of a year feeling like it has a beginning and end when it comes to the academic calendar are gone, with trimesters on the horizon and much more flexibility in the way in which we provide services to students and when they can arrive on campus. I think that sense of beginning, middle, end has gone forever. Much more reason, therefore, to celebrate our successes as they occur, and also to capture them so that at the end of the year we can feel that sense of achievement, because right now I know there are plenty of things ramping up as we get ready for next year, some things starting to come to conclusion after a year of hard work, but not a sense that we've come to closure. So let's look at those successes that we have achieved this year and celebrate them together, and in the Vice-Chancellor's words, look at what's been another cracker of a year.
THETA, it's the Higher Education Technology Agenda Conference. In 2015, Griffith undertook to be the host institution for this conference. A group of staff from information services came together over about an 18-month period in order to organise and bring the conference together in early 2015. I must put on record my thanks to the group of people who spent a lot of time and effort in making this the success that it was. The conference itself attracted more than 600 delegates from over 17 countries and was considered by many, well, in fact by all who attended, to probably be the most successful THETA conference that's been held. Across 7 sessions, over 110 presentations were delivered, along with around about 6 keynotes and a number of feature speeches as well. I suppose coming out of it, why would Griffith want to do something like this? And when you look at it, the type of exposure that we had right across Australia, New Zealand, but also worldwide, it was that exposure that was the big benefit to Griffith University.
The Love My Library tagline is actually the way in which we were able to capture the imagination, I suppose, of our client, namely our teaching, learning and research communities, in demonstrating to them what it is that's of great value and impact to them in terms of the academic library. The impact of the library and the value of the library into our scholarly community is more than just the work we do in courses or the consultations that we undertake within the library spaces. The library space itself is a fantastic avenue for us to showcase what our wonderful community is capable of. So the Music in the Library series was part of this initiative where we can say, you know what, we have great things happening within the university and we'd love to be able to do an expose on those things through the library spaces.
Earlier this year, we got the great opportunity and chance to actually start working with Peter Love, who is the Deputy Director of Performance and Engagement here. And that really got the ball rolling. Each library will have a performance, so 12 performances overall for the entire year.
We're excited about being able to provide opportunities for conservatorium staff and students to perform.
We have been actively working with Griffith students and recent graduates since 2011. They are employed as casual staff in the team. Through this opportunity, we have been able to better manage peaks and troughs. We've been able to arrange suitable replacement when a full-time staff member goes on leave. And we are producing a wider range and more colourful body of work because we can easily and quickly respond to skill gaps in the team. Our clients love the outcomes. The team is working really well together, and the students really appreciate the opportunity of gaining employment in their specialised areas of study.
I think for me the best part of working with INS would have to be, it's just the really friendly nature of everyone. Like, you really feel welcome. I've personally found that my skills have been valued, so what I can offer to the team has been quite nicely accepted.
I really enjoy working in this small team because we've all really gotten to know each other really well, and it's kind of become like a little family, and we just work to each other's strengths to try and get the best product out there.
My favourite project was the work we did for the BCCVL. I think it was the first video or like little series of videos that was very heavily graphics based and where I was able to give a lot of creative input, and it was also great to see how well it was received.
It's a highlight to me, I guess, coming to the end of every project. Not because I'm like, oh yeah, it's over, just because it's a little bit proud to get through everyone. I think continuing on with Griffith was really nice.
I'm going to push you guys out.
Yes!
My Griffith, it's the new student portal.
We wanted to design a portal for students that was easy to use, contemporary, helped support them in their decision-making process, and also using a technology that could evolve and change with the university's needs. So we held a lot of workshops with students early on to find out what it was students wanted in the portal. We also involved them in workshops around the design of the portal. It was really good to be out there talking to students, hearing what they wanted and engaging them in the process right from start to finish. So students found it really important that they could easily find what they wanted. So we took into account how they group information. They wanted it to be personalised, so we have tailored the information to the student according to the type of study they're undertaking with us, and also the stage in the life cycle that they're at in the study here as well.
What I like with the new portal is that it's more specific. You don't have to do so much scrolling and searching.
What I like about this site is that you can upload your photo on your profile.
This one is really specific, like I know where to find my stuffs.
If something comes up new, they're updated in the front page.
I really like the right-hand side where they have the timetable.
I like that there is a link specifically on study help.
Well, what I like is that it shows how many credits I'm left with, and that's the last 5, so I'm graduating this semester.
After the successful launch last year of Research Space, the collaborative storage for researchers, this year we launched Research Drive, which provides much more storage space for researchers, so they're able to store large amounts of data reliably. Later this year we're looking at launching Research Vault, which will provide archival storage for research data.
There are 3 ways that I use it actually. One is to share, because I do work overseas and I need to be able to share seamlessly the same files. And I can do that. The Research Storage Service actually gives me a collaboration folder that everyone can access, everyone can edit, and it just makes it a really simple tool for collaboration. The other one is storage. I have huge amounts of data. The last project we did with one of the Queensland government departments produced 400 gigabytes of data, and storing that is a nightmare, but the Research Storage Service gives me that, so that's good. And probably the best thing that it does is it allows me to sync my files seamlessly across 3 computers. So there's none of this business of multiple files with confusing file names and I've got 5 different versions of files. There's none of that. It just automatically and seamlessly synchronises the lot together, and that is really useful for anyone who travels. It's perfect.
So the I Awards recognises projects or ideas at the cutting edge of technology, and winning the Research and Development category for Queensland recognises tools such as the BCCVL and their importance in connecting Australian researchers with the national computational infrastructure.
I think there were 3 or 4 features that attracted the judges' attention. One was the domain of application, biodiversity and climate change. People are hearing a lot how a rapidly changing climate is going to affect species distributions, and this is of interest to a lot of people for various practical reasons. Secondly is the development work, the IT development work, the back end. So there's been a lot of really innovative program development in terms of what we call machine-to-machine talking, and also in terms of the user interface. We were aiming here to make something that was very attractive and appealing and easy for researchers to use, but still enable them to do very substantial, and solid research. So it's finding that balance between the substance of the functionality of a website and having a really nice, attractive, easy to use graphic user interface.
Griffith Experts has built on the highly regarded and innovative Researchers Hub. What Griffith Experts does is it now provides a platform for all of our academics to have a profile to demonstrate their skills and expertise.
From the academics' perspective, it's an opportunity to promote collaboration. It's an opportunity to help industry if they're looking for industry partners or end users to come and engage with them. And it's also an opportunity for the media so that people can actually talk and get their work and show their research impact. And additionally, it's important because research higher degree students have an opportunity to have a good look at a potential supervisor and a topic that's of interest to them. So it's a fabulous tool for both collaboration and marketing.
We have over 2 million visitors to the library a year across our 5 campuses, so we needed a way to ensure that the students who wanted to come in and work together could actually make sure that space was available for themselves. The new system will allow students to go online onto their personal device, or if they're in the library, to scan a QR code and actually reserve a group collaboration space. This means that no matter where they are, they can hop online and reserve that space and come in and use it. Students will actually be able to, for the first time, come into the library and video link between Nathan campus and Gold Coast campus. They want to be able to run their own spaces and choose when and where they're collaborating, and this is just going to give them more ability to be able to do so.
Yeah, online's obviously the simplest way to book something.
More accessible, I think, because you could do it at your home on the internet pretty much instead of having to come here, yeah.